Hi, in this video, some tips on how you can modernize your JavaScript. And if you're a bit unfamiliar with like the newer syntaxes, how you can use ChatGPT to modernize it. So I was working the other day on a large JavaScript file for a Drupal website. And I was using the typical jQuery like syntax. And I was like, maybe I could drop jQuery for this, to be able to use Drupal 10 and move to Drupal 11 later on, because, maybe Drupal will drop jQuery sometime. And I was thinking like maybe ChatGPT can help me with this. And actually there's a GPT-4 plugin. If you happen to notice, plugins are inside of a paid GPT, a ChatGPT account. So I'm going to go to plugins, and here I'm going to search for JavaScript, and you should use TypeScript analyzer. It analyzes TypeScript, but also JavaScript files for linting, auto-completion, error checking, and stuff like that. You can do this without this plugin as well, but this happened to give better result and maybe just do some extra JavaScript knowledge. I think you should keep that in mind. So I was just pasting my script in here, and as you can see, this is like the typical Drupal settings jQuery. It's a large file. It will just do an AJAX call to get some data. It's actually from a views JSON output, and then it will do some filtering, and always the $sign, the typical jQuery things, and stuff like that. It was a pretty large file. But what if I say, and actually, maybe I can do this in another video, ChatGPT was able to write my JavaScript as well, for Drupal. You should really check this out. Just tell it what you need, and it will go step by step through the process with you. So what if I were to like analyze my script, try to remove jQuery from the script, give me a step-by-step guide, move to proper ES6 syntax. So let's see what this does. It's a very large file, and now it will think a little bit. There it is. So it just tells me, hey, I'm going to remove jQuery, all the jQuery AJAX calls, for example, and the DOM manipulations. And then we're going to move to an ES6 syntax and use arrow functions and stuff like that. So here you can see, hey, I'm going to replace the AJAX calls with the fetch API and stuff like that. So, okay, and these are like, okay, actually you don't want to go to every line and change things. But this is interesting because, okay, of course, we know jQuery, it uses the $sign and stuff like that, but we're going to use just query selector and stuff. Okay. And then here it is explaining like, hey, I want to move to ES6 syntax, and this is, arrow functions, which can be, very hard in the beginning. I happen to have done a large TypeScript project, so I know these things a bit. And then it will give you a step-by-step guide. So, okay, this is just theory, which is good, but we want more. You're just going to say, provide me the full ES6 compliant script without the jQuery. You hit enter, and he will now return me the fully refactored script. It took him like a few minutes, maybe 1 minute or so, and here it stopped because it's a pretty long script. So when I click continue generating, it will continue. So I'll be back in a second. So it is done. The new script is ES6 compliant and does not rely on jQuery anymore. So if you go look at the code, it's pretty interesting. It's really a lot different than the typical jQuery scripts. I know this can be confusing and maybe a bit much. The ES6 syntax is something you should really dig into, but ChatGPT can explain a lot as well. So this would not be the end for me. I would have to test this script, clear my caches and see if I get some error messages. It's really, really good in just if you copy paste the error message inside, it will give you the updates, the updated script as well. So this works really, really, really well. You really should do some things like that. But what if I would have the script working? I know as a matter of fact, you can structurize your ES6 scripts much better than you could do with, for example, jQuery. So I would ask it, like, can you scope the variables better? For example, put a few consts on top of the file for better readability of the script. So this is how I would do this, just if I would like to have, if external people read the script, that it's readable, and you see it just starts doing this. I have a few consts, views to attach, search input, etc. So these are just, very good things. It's like you do with PHP as well, and here you have, the rest of the script. So my updated script is here, and as I was hoping, it just improved readability a lot. Like I already said, it has the constant and on top, etc., etc. I'm not going into details here. The last step that I would do is provide me ES6 valid comments on top of each function in order so that other developers can easily understand. So this would be my last step, of course, in every step, I have to check my code, check if the code is valid and working, of course. And let's go ahead and let this code run. My result is ready, and now I get these proper comments, with parameters and a little description on what this is. So I have upgraded my long and maybe a little bit more complex script to ES6 syntax. I can drop the jQuery from my dependencies. I already have this working on my project, and it took me like maybe 20 minutes to get everything working. I did a few iterations with ChatGPT, and I would really recommend you doing this, not only to upgrade to ES6, but also for your current jQuery scripts, to ask ChatGPT, to make it better, and these from the results you will be able to write better JavaScript in the future as well. This was it. I hope you found this interesting.